Hello. So, we're doing handheld today. Because I thought I would do kind of my end of the year wrap up. I've never done one of these. Even back when I used to make videos, I never really did them just because I was a very unmotivated individual. But a lot has happened this year, doll-wise. I mean, first off, I started making videos again. Yeah. So I figured I'd go through my collection, kind of talk about everybody, and plans for next year too. So I figured we might as well start off with my littles. My littles. So here are my two Pookies. You don't see a whole lot of them, and I haven't really done much with them in years. Oh, there we go. But what I can say is that I have been working and building a dollhouse for these two, that I think is probably 60 to 70% complete. I gotta do internal stuff like flooring now for it, but yeah, I've been working on that, and that'll go on this shelf that these guys are on. This is another one of those little free, I got him for free with my other octopus guy that I bought, but it's a little steampunk octopus and I really love them. So this is Kira, my Dream Valley girl, and I only just got her, and she's my little giraffe centaur, and I made her, we're going in and out of focus, it's because she's right in front of the light. I made her a little top, and I had bought this really pretty rainbow mohair, so I made her a wig, and it's a little long and the ends are kind of frazzled, so I was going to trim the ends a bit, but I have some jewelry coming for her, but she's more or less complete for now. And then over here is a new development. So up here I moved my MSDs up onto this high shelf, and you can only see their shoes right now, and so I ordered some chairs for them that are on the way. They're like really nice. You gotta assemble them chairs from a Etsy store. So maybe I'll do a box opening on that if anybody's interested. But for now you can only see their shoes, so I'd like to have it so that you can see their faces because they're sitting in chairs and their shoes are pointing downwards. And then of them, the only new one is on the end there, and that's Amari. The other two are some Let's dolls that I made into Shubik from EXO, Jimin and Baekhyun. And then Lorelai and Poco, who have been in my... Lorelai's been here for a couple years, I think now. Or at least 1 or 2 years. Poco's been around forever though. He's like a 2013 event head, so... And then these boys, so from the corner, yes, I love Minions. From the corner we have Joshua and Leo, who are in their own story, and they're basically complete. Like I got them some shoes. Funny enough, Joshua is super floppy and Leo is like incredibly tight. So if anything for these two, I need to suede one or both of them, and I've already restrung them. Joshua with tighter strings and Leo with looser strings, but I think I need to redo Leo, but I mean he hurt, so like I'm putting it off. But I need to buy a bigger string or longer string for him and suede Joshua. And these three beautiful boys, they're my Soul Doll boys who I am putting into a K-band story. So Junjae is the one with blue hair, and he's basically done except for ear piercing. Hyunwoo has the pink hair, and he's pretty much done. He's kind of the least exciting of the group. in that he doesn't have a ton of like crazy tattoos or piercings, but he has bright pink hair because he likes to look cute. So he's kind of like the cutesy one who's in a rock band. And then this guy, this actually isn't his body, as you can tell there's kind of a color mismatch, but it's not too bad in person. It looks worse on camera actually. But this isn't even his body. It's gonna go to another fellow who is on the way, who will be sitting in this blank spot here. And then that fellow will come with a body that is actually for Jaehwan. So he's on Minjun's body and Jaehwan's head, and I'm waiting for Minjun, who will have Minjun's head and Jaehwan's body. So yeah, and this body still needs tattoos, he still needs piercings, the body that's gonna come will need tattoos. I haven't decided if Minjun has pierced ears yet, but yeah, these guys are kind of a big, I got all of them in 2020. I went on a doll spree in 2020, I really did. As you'll see. But yeah, so they're projects that will continue on. And I bought a microphone because Hyunwoo is the singer and Jaehwan and Minjun are the guitarist and bassist. And there's a big giant drum set that I want to get for Junjae, but the thing is my room is so small that I won't be able to display them until I like move out and get a bigger room. So that's very far in the priorities. But I may just buy it because I found it, you know, and I don't want the opportunity to pass by. And then these two here, not a lot of updates with them. I did get like a little accessory to put on Alex, but otherwise these two, the only difference is I moved them to a lower shelf so I can see them. And I really like them here because I like seeing them. And like I said, I got Alex this cool little octopus BJD fellow. And he just hangs out on him all the time. So yeah. And then next, over here, I have Cosmos and Saber and Shiro set up, and oh my god, Saber was like a 7-year project because I made her dress, I had customized another head, and I finally got the official Saber head. There you can see her better because she's holding her sword. But then I made all of her armor out of like polymer clay and milliput. So she took forever, and then I found her legit sword online, so I bought it. And then I got Cosmos secondhand, and as you if you watched my other videos, you know I totally almost set her on fire while trying to get rid of her stains. And minus that, I was completely successful in getting rid of her stains. But yeah, I had to cut some charred doll off of her and patch her up. But thankfully, I mean, it's the thigh that has that white piece of armor and the black over it, so I mean, you can't even tell it happened. And Shiro, he's a future project because his face is a hot mess. And as you can see, it's shiny, and that happened when I sprayed the sealant, and the sealant didn't like go on correctly. So I'm gonna just wipe his whole face up and redo it because I did his eyebrows wrong too, and he doesn't look very much like Shiro from Fate Stay Night. So he's a future project. I don't know if it'll be next year because I just don't wanna work on it. And then moving along, my emus and my little Soom Fairy. Now I want to move these guys to a lower shelf because I love playing with them and they're like really high up. So I think one of my things I am going to begin doing is rearranging my dolls. As you can see, there's a ton of plushies over here, and I think I'm going to move them over to this area and bring my emus down. I haven't figured out where yet, but I'll make it work. And then that way I can have my emus more in playing range. And over here, let's see, there's Aries. He was a purchase from earlier this year. I got him in April, but I was horribly ill with shingles in April, so I didn't actually really get to play with him and work on him until May. But he is the Let's Pegasus Centaur berry, and I love him so much. And I redid his shading and everything, and I made him a wig and got him all this pretty jewelry from a couple different sources. Shoulder pads actually are for mini fees, but they came from Etsy. So yeah, I have gotten very friendly with Etsy. Actually, those plushies there, I made myself because I have a plushie store on Etsy that I really had to slow down on this year because I went back to school. So that's been kind of a bummer, because a lot of the money I was making from the plushies I would then put back into my dolls. But I have a better salary, so now I'm just spending my salary on my dolls. Maybe not better, but do want to kind of downsize some of the plushies and, like I said, move them over because I'm going to put a few more dolls up here that I'm either about to order or have on layaway currently. The doll zone. Zero doll. The OG crew, you guys, they're still here. They're still with me. Eilumil and Makoto, I really haven't done a whole lot. Makoto, of my boys, actually has the most shirts, so I haven't spoiled him too much this year. Oh, Kazu's all dark in the back. I would like to move Kazu down to the couch because that's where Fuyuki is, and move Cyrus up to Callisto because that's, you know, the respective couples. But I need to work on modding Cyrus, which is another project for 2020. Aki, I didn't do a whole lot to this little one. She wears Barbie clothes, so I bought some cute Barbie clothes for her. But I made her an alpaca wig, so that's her new alpaca wig, and I like how it looks on her so much more than her old wig. Her old wig was a Leak World wig, and I just shipped it out today because I sold it. Yeah, so I got really into making wigs for my dolls within the past year or so. So, like, holy moly, let's see. She's got an alpaca wig that I made. He's got a mohair wig, and actually you can't see it, but his tail, there, you can kind of see. I made his tail and glued mohair onto it too, so that's not even the sculpted tail that he came with. All four of those dolls have either mohair or alpaca. Kira has a mohair wig, and then going further down, I mean, and all my boys on the other side too had, well, not all, but everyone except Joshua had mohair or alpaca wigs. So yeah, I got really into it. And then Rosalie has a mohair wig, and she's got like 8 different wigs. So yeah, the OG crew kind of continues down here. Most of the OG crew. Fuyuki, I got him a new shirt this year. That's what he's wearing right now, but otherwise not a lot. Cyrus, I need to give that boy some love. He's got a 3-part torso, and I need to mod him so that he doesn't just cripple himself, because I've strung him as loose as I can string him, and he still just won't stay together. So I think it's a matter of I need to put like a lip on the inside of his torso piece, which I could do probably with epoxy putty, but you know, I have to unstring him and get around to doing that. So that'll probably be a project for next year too. Otherwise, funny enough, Iris and Rosalie are wearing clothes that aren't from this year, but these two made out like bandits this year. They got so much stuff because they're just so cute, and I just need to buy the cute doll clothes for them. And then of course y'all remember I got a Smart Doll Liberty, and I recently bought a Christmas outfit for her, so she's all bedazzled for Christmas and she looks beautiful. And I bought some more stuff for her that I'll probably do a box opening on, but you know, that probably won't come until next year, which is in like 2 days. So yeah, that's the doll fam. And like I said, I have a few more plans and some projects. Actually, and I have a lot of like pre-recorded stuff that I just need to sit down and edit. And that might be good for when I go back to work and I have no free time. But also just sitting down in front of my webcam and talking is pretty easy too, and I can do that even when I'm exhausted from work. So we'll see. But yeah, I do kind of want to... I'm gonna have to stop growing my collection because I legit do not have any more room in my room to grow my collection. But I think that'll be good, so I can actually work on completing some modifications and this, that, and the other. And then I can start doing like my little character story videos that I had wanted to do for you guys. But yeah, that's all for now. Thank God this year is behind us because it has been hell for I think just about everyone. And good things did happen. I mean, I expanded my doll collection by like 10 dolls. But it's just been a rough year. I mean, pandemic aside, it's just been a hard year, and it was a hard year ever since like January for me. And actually I feel like I'm in a better place now at the end of the year than I was at the beginning of the year, so that's good too. I don't really do New Year's resolutions or anything like that, but like I said, I do have more plans for dolls in the future, and I have packages on the way and dolls that I'm going to order, so you can expect more of that. And then I know I actually can't remember if I put the tattoo tutorial up already or not. I think I had to edit it. That's how well I'm doing. I can't even remember what videos I've posted and what I haven't. But I do have more projects, and maybe I'll record them. I don't quite have a good enough setup to record with a good camera. But we shall see, my friends. We shall see. But for now, me and the OG crew and I wish you all well, and I hope we have a good 2021. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you guys next year.